Let's get going. Yeah, again, the only bet I've made tomorrow for the game is Cucurella, to be carded at like 3.5 to 1. Outside of that, I have not made a bet on the game. I'm pretty invested in both of those teams' futures right now, and I'm kind of split on how I feel about the game, so I haven't made a bet yet outside of that. France, she likes France, I hope so. How come they weren't going to let the Philly guy win? Yadier Molina jersey in my closet is at the antique now. I need to get JJ Weatherholt jersey. Yeah, both teams to score. Good bet. There you go. Ryan likes both teams to score. I don't know how I feel about any of it right now. Genuinely, I don't have a heavy feeling. The only thing I'm kind of certain of is that France grabbed one on the break somewhere. But that's about it. That is about it. I may just end up watching that and enjoying it. Again, I don't care. I would prefer France got to the final money-wise, but other than that, not too bothered. You like to, yeah, that one. Spain won't draw blood unless they're 3-0. France won up for -159. That's pretty cool. That ain't too shabby. Domicile. This map. What the hell's going on with the screen here? Yeah, I pre-tournament I lean Spain. Right now I lean France. Not enough to bet it, and because I'm in such a good spot with both of them. No matter who wins, I don't care too much. It's just France TC with under 3.5. Yeah, I think there could be. I think it could be pretty tight. I don't mind like a first. Again, I don't want to get too invested in anything. Hopefully Cucurella gets a card. I like the game state for him to grab a card. He does like to get forward, and France are just going to probably leave Dembele high. And I imagine he'll be doing a lot of chase backs, and there's probably a decent amount of opportunities for him to stop breaks with fouls. I think England beat Argentina too, but you never know with all their crap. England are tired too. England have had an exhausting run, mentally, or emotionally, physically. France to advance and both teams to score in the Argentina game. Yeah, I kind of liked the over and goals in the England game, but I need to see what formation Argentina run. There's rumor that they're changing it. If they're going to change it, then I'd like the under. If they're going to change it, they're probably going to change it to 3 at the back and run that way. And see if they can stop Jude and Kane through the middle, which is smart, but also probably makes them a lot less open. Yo, what's up, Louise? How you doing? Where can I bet Yamal not to score? You can bet that pretty much anywhere, I think. There are plenty of places you can bet Yamal not to score. Is Uruguay still in? No. Excuse me, no Uruguay. Excuse me. Jeez. Honestly, love Mbappe shot on target. I was looking for that and I couldn't find it for whatever reason. The Mbappe shot on target from outside the box. I thought if the game was tight and they were struggling, he would definitely. He likes to pick it up when nothing's happening. He likes to pick the ball up from those spots and have shots. But not to score rest of World Cup. I don't know, maybe. You might find rest of tournament over under. You like Spain? Thank you. Bless you. Thank you. 365. Oh, I don't have any 365. Unfortunately. But yeah, I kind of like that with Mbappe. Yeah, pre-tournament I liked Spain. Right now I kind of lean France, but I'm just gonna... I'm gonna root for France because the payout is much better if they win. Our potential payout is much better, at least. We are heavily invested in... I have bonus bets on Spain to win the tournament, France to win the tournament, England to win the tournament. So anybody but Argentina at this stage will win me money. I'm pretty confident Argentina don't win the tournament. Like, I think Argentina's only real route to winning the tournament is they have to beat England and then draw Spain. And then Spain, like, they have to beat England and then Spain. Like, I think that's the only way they do that. And then they, you know, run a little bit odd or something, but I'd be surprised otherwise. Yeah, France England final would be awesome. I would be all over that. That would be very, very good for me. And then I could sit back and enjoy myself. Argentina getting to the final would suck. Spain and Argentina getting to the final would suck because I think that's Argentina's only route to a win, and then Spain is the lowest of the three returns money-wise also, so yeah. Don't know why I missed that. Better chance England win? Yes, but England are favorites, but Spain are not. Spain would be favorites over England. Pretty confident in that. Bellingham is good. England are a little bit more open than I would like them to be, but Argentina are just... I'm pretty confident France would beat England. I'm pretty confident France would beat England. I'm pretty confident France would win either final, regardless of who they end up with. I like France in the final, regardless of who they play. And then I like England versus Spain. And then I like Spain versus Argentina. That should be the case. And Jude is very good. But yeah, France are very good. And they are playing like... yeah. Mostly. For the most part. Spain just don't have... Spain finishing is a little bit funky because they don't have any real strikers. So even though they create at a good clip and don't give up anything defensively at a really good clip, their games are a little bit closer than they probably should be. Just won't get out of this fucking corner.
Lost the lead.
Let's win this bitch. Oh, really? When do you think we'll reach 1 million? Like a decade. Oh, wow. Bad loss. Losses and wins don't matter. It's a bad loss still. Up to level 20, we're 66% of the way there. Right, Mike? You fat cat. Would I consider myself a happy person in spurts? Sure. In spurts. Went through some bad things a couple years ago. I'm still kind of funneling myself out of. But in spurts, it's fun. In spurts. That game tomorrow should be good. I'm probably not going to bet on it. Do I play Clash Royale? No. No Clash Royale for me. Yeah, I'm probably not going to bet anymore tomorrow outside the Cucurella card. I think he's in a good position to get carded. Fat cat. Appreciate you, Charlie. Appreciate you. One step at a time. Clunk. 777 on France to advance at -147. Good luck. I'm rooting for you because I am also rooting for France, though we'll see.
Tactical slate.
What is this? Why are all these starting all funky? Why are these all starting broken? Weird. Argentina winning this World Cup would be like that Brazil team that lost 7-1 winning that World Cup. Be fucking ridiculous. Melted. Both teams to score, but also Spain don't score. Yeah, we'll see. I'm still kind of wary of the France defense. They haven't played anybody of note, so I think defensively there shouldn't be any moments where they were pretty bad, but that Norway game really scares the shit out of me. Yeah, the one-up thing, you lose outright if they don't win the game outright, right? Like if they come from behind, like in your scenario, you just lose the bet altogether. Brazil team didn't have FIFA on their side. No, I don't think Argentina have FIFA on their side. I just think it's funny that it happens to them all the time. Like the Swiss guy diving and getting a yellow was pretty straightforward to me. Yeah, I know they only have to be one up, but I didn't know if it was a loss on like a money line also. Norway game over 2.5. Argentina over 1.5. Oh yeah. The most annoying thing about Argentina is, again, it's not the FIFA stuff, because I don't think that's like necessarily a thing, but like, man, they get a lot of breaks, and it feels like every time they need a goal, or every time they're playing like shit, they get a goal off a corner, which is like super annoying. They just feel like scamming their way through everything. Like, they were outplayed for the Swiss. Like, the entire time the Swiss had 11 men, they were outplaying Argentina. Like, the entire time. Like, even in the first 10 minutes when Argentina took the lead, they were outplaying Argentina then also, and scored on a corner. And they've had a lot of that, I feel like. They go 1 up and it ends 1-1, the bet wins. Yeah, if they go 1 down and it goes 1-1, then I don't know if we can bet on it tomorrow.
Another one dusted.
Double kill.
Again, the thing is, I just don't think they're that good. But again, England have not been super fantastic in their own right. But Argentina have definitely had the easier route of the 4, and they've played the worst of the 4. So, God, every time I jump on that fucking thing, there's an enemy on the other side. Like, fuck off. When's the Women's World Cup? Yeah, you can bet on the Women's World Cup. I was betting on the last one. I don't know when that was. They have like off years too. But was it last year? I don't know. You have to wait and see. It was relatively next year. Really wasn't only. Maybe I was watching the women's Euro then last year. I feel like. Regardless, you can definitely bet on it. Definitely bet on it. The women's game's gotten much tighter. It's no longer just USA rolling over.
Beautiful shots.
28 will be the men's Euros. Okay, yeah. Zimbabwe. Yeah, France. I think England can beat France, and I think England can beat Spain, and I think Argentina can beat Spain. Whether they would or not is different, but I think they can. So I don't like the de facto finals. I only like the de facto finals if it's going to be both teams win on one side. This would be France's toughest game left, though. You got 100% boost tomorrow on FanDuel? I got a fucking 30%, so... Fuck me, right? Cape Verde can beat Spain, give them another shot. Yeah, why not? Though I think Spain's played way better than Argentina did against Cape Verde. Let me see. Another late loss. Do you have the 100% boost already? I don't have no 100% boost. I have a 30% boost. As long as you... Oh, tomorrow? Oh, okay. I got you. Norway? Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I hate to get political, but I feel like yours are not. I do not have opinions. I'm like... I just actively try not to care about the foreign wars and stuff. I don't have too many opinions. Yeah, it depends on what we're getting. Like, I think if we're getting England, Norway, and everybody's healthy and we're getting it, like, if we're getting it, I can see it happening in this scenario right after the Azteca. If it's happening like on a neutral and everybody's healthy and there's no previous stuff, I don't know about that. It depends on the setting for the Norway England stuff. England are falling apart a little bit. Off topic, but what are the thoughts on Tyler Shuck and or the Saints this season? Shuck's all right. I think he's a little bit overhyped. As for the Saints, I don't know. I think the division's wide open, and so you know, I don't think anybody in that division should be like we should be doing this like overly favored thing with either of any of those teams. You mean if the guy passes the ball to Holland? No, I thought Stones played that pretty well. I thought Sorloth had two steps to make that pass, didn't, and that was it. But I thought Stones played that really well for the most part. Are we putting any money on McKenna to win the Calder? I mean, what are his odds on that? What is the 100? Oh, the 100% of boost will be for anything. I wonder what I can have on that. Well, I wonder how long we'll have it, and then we can. Then I can kind of play it in the final part. No, that's when I thought the pass should have come early, but after everyone was even along the way, I thought Stones couldn't get there. But Sorloth is also not super capable of that pass. He doesn't play out on the right very often. He only does it for Norway. It's not like a position he plays pretty comfortably. Boom, free money. But yeah, that's just what happens with Holiday. We have to try and get him. Can you shush? But yeah, it's not a normal position for Sorloth. Sorloth is like a worse version of Holland. And Holland out there on the right would have been a pretty similar scenario, I think. Though I think he would have tried the best, but whether he got it home is a different story. Lamar over Mahomes is insane. It's because of Mahomes' ACL. He played. I have been playing the new Black Flag. I have been playing that, yes, sir. I enjoy me some Assassin's Creed, so I've definitely been playing it. I'm an Assassin's Creed guy. I will play every Assassin's Creed ever made until they stop making it. Catching up, boys. Holland's sleeping on the bench from doing all the garbage. Do you believe in God? No, I'm not a. I'm open to it, but I'm not a believer in that stuff. If you can prove it to me, yeah, why not? Regular season wins matchup, like head to head, not against each other, but just like head to head, pretty much like Bills 9, Patriots 9 type shit, or Bills versus Patriots. Holland was exhausted. Holland said after the Ivory Coast game that he would not. During the Ivory Coast game, he told the head coach that if that game went to extra time, he needed to come out because he couldn't play it. Holland has played a lot of games. And he's bound to be in a position where he is just straight up exhausted at some stage. Yeah, who has the more wins? Got every team for every team. Oh, you can go every team against every team? That's interesting. Can you parlay them? Why is Love above Herbert? Is there a gap between them? Not super heavy gap, but it's pretty tight. But I've just seen more out of Love recently than I have out of Herbert. Herbert's last playoff game left like a really nasty taste in my mouth. Not because I'm like one of those be-all, end-all playoff performer guys, but like he had a ton of space. The offensive line wasn't bugging him. There were open guys, and he wasn't hitting nothing. So That really bugged the shit out of me. Tough to prove. Reading the Bible and cross references from the Old Testament and New Testament, Jesus, which are countries apart. Insane. Yeah, again, I have read it. And again, I'm open to it, but I am a proof in my hands, see it type of guy, and yeah. Can indeed, nice. Offensive line sucked. Patriots defense had answers and absolutely zero grade. I don't agree that the offensive line had a bad day that day. I didn't think that was the case. I thought Herbert missed throws. Oh, sniper. But again, I have general. In general, I'm pretty. How do I say this? Empathetic to his situation because of the offensive line problems and because of a lot of stuff, but he also was just missing throws. Yeah, I get that, but I understand that. I'm just talking about Herbert's performance overall, like just him. I don't blame him only for the offense not being good, and again, you're right, it makes it more difficult when you can't run the football and stuff like that, but again, he had plenty of time. He had the most time of the weekend to throw, and he missed a lot, I thought.
Lost the lead.
No. No, I don't expect God to pop up in my face, but it also, to me, shouldn't be a thing I have to put effort into to see also. Damn. We've lost all these games by like 2 kills. In 3 off-play games, most rushing yards was 31. Yeah, no, yeah, again, I understand that. I don't hold Herbert accountable for them not winning games, but I hold Herbert accountable for his play in those games, which I didn't think was very good. Again, particularly the Patriot game, I thought there was room there to go get that, and I don't think he did. Look at us, level 21. We're getting close. Goddamn. Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah, Hertz had a really, really good situation for a couple of years. I don't know I don't think his situation will be that nice anymore, but yeah, situations matter for sure. Do you think a healthy Alt and Slater helps them win against Texans and Patriots? If they can run the ball better against the Patriots, they might win that one. I'm not sure. Like, I like Alt and Slater, obviously, but that Texans patch was just fucking nasty. I don't know how much changes, but, you know. But for what it's worth, again, I'm not a big God guy or whatever, but judging God and people who believe in God on actions of random specific people is probably not the way to do that.
Lost the lead.
Incredible start. What? Dude on our team, dude on the other team got a. We're screwed. Yeah, we're screwed here.
Another one death.
Double kill.
Did I get our ass kicked here? Spawn behind me. Come on, bro. Everybody on my team is 0-3 except me. That's fantastic. This convo is going to a place I don't want it to. So why don't we pick a different subject? We're getting our asses kicked pretty aggressively here. I was excited to do some football stuff today, even if it was rage baiting with my quarterback list. The NFL stuff is coming soon, and I'm excited to do so. We're really, really close. Got like a month. Fuck. Thoughts on the France game tomorrow? Lean toward France. Think they get one on the break. But I don't know how I feel about the game, and like I'm pretty tight on where I think the game will go, or I'm pretty split on how I think the game will go. Yeah, let's relax on the this conversation, boys.
Eat lead, hostile. Lesson in pattern.
It's all right. They really max you out at 25. Like, what are you doing? Just like everybody over the Jets and everybody over the Browns, and hoping that you get a good number there. Let's see that game. Yeah, again, I don't have a problem with the beliefs. So I would prefer not to turn the chat into a chat about it, though. Or an argument about it, or towing the edge of unnecessary conversation. What game are we playing? We are playing Halo on the gaming channel. We're trying to get every single achievement across all of excuse me, of all the Halo games. So Halo 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Infinite, Reach, ODST. All the achievements. All 917 of them. Having to make some changes. Checks, Lance Bills, Massachusetts. Jump on GTA. I don't have GTA. Fun fact, fun story about GTA. How did I not split there? Fun story about GTA. When GTA 5 dropped, I didn't get it originally off rip. I was doing other things. My buddies were playing it like a year and a half later too. And then I said, they were like, get on the game, play the game. You got to play through it and to kind of do all this, this, and this. I was like, I'll wait until the next one. And here we are. Like 50 million years later. But when GTA drops, we will play a little bit of GTA.
Eat lead, hostile.
Well, we're going to finish our Halo shit before we do anything else. But... wholesome biscuits and gravy loaves. Do you have a YouTube? Yeah. VolumePlays Games is the YouTube, and it is the Twitch as well. Who's my favorite YouTuber? I don't know. I've never really watched a ton of YouTube, to be honest. 4-4 tomorrow in the All-Star game? I haven't checked to see who the pitchers are. Hold you to the GTA. We'll definitely play it after the Halo, though. We got to finish our Halo achievement stuff, which we're a decent way away from, unfortunately. The white gravy gang. Cease and Sanchez. Who else is on the rosters? Any Mizrowski? Skeens? Those Skeens have been shit. Not shit. Skeens has just not been himself. His regular stuff. Anybody who lives down south knows about that. Did a dump 300-1. Jags, Bills, Rams to win the division. Cards, Titans, Raiders, Falcons, Browns, Vikings to finish last. Okay. I don't mind the Viking one. Browns, Falcons, coin flip probably. Raiders, Titans, Cards. Yeah, I don't hate that. That's 300-1. That ain't bad. Sanchez started off better, yeah. It's breaking the gravy.
No mercy.
You ever just know you're gonna lose a game by the way it starts?
Active camo inbound.
That's how that felt.
Active camo available.
Gained the lead.
Plenty of sports as a kid. I played basketball growing up for a long while.
Lost the lead.
And a little bit of football when I got to high school, but nothing crazy. I ran out of ammo there, that's crazy. No Ms. Skeen, Scooble, Schlittler. Okay. Well, maybe the over is a good look then. Maybe the over ain't bad. New England's gonna tank. I do think they are going to be like a 9-win team this year. I thought I would get a really great number. Well, There were really great numbers when it tipped off. I just didn't get to them in time.
Active camo inbound.
Oh, he's just sitting up there. Miller minus 140 to record over 1.5. Might run that. He the bulk guy.
Feeling that one tomorrow.
Oh, Kurt. You suck so fucking much sometimes, dude. May is nice. Yeah, I think May's good. I think Drake May's really good. I thought a lot of what happened last year was just schedule. That's alright, but their away schedule this year is beyond difficult. I mean, it's really tough.
Eat lead, hostile.
Really difficult. Raptors, if they get Kawhi, they'll be pretty good, I think. Assuming Kawhi's healthy. They'll be pretty difficult to beat. Defensively. I also really like that they got rid of Brandon Ingram's contract. I thought they got the best asset in the trade and got rid of the worst asset in the trade all in one go, which is super, super weird. That doesn't happen very often, I don't think. And I thought they inexplicably got away with that. Can't believe Kane went from minus 5,000 minus 175. We did say before the tournament that if anybody was going to fuck that up, it was going to be Jude.
Active camo available.
Tuchel plays Jude in a good spot. I like where he plays for England. I would love Mbappe to grab himself a goal or two tomorrow. That'd be pretty great for one, for the France ticket, and two, for the golden boot. I would really like him to win golden boot. Some people love playing in the big city. Would still be up 2 if he wasn't offside right before the half. Yeah. Also, if he didn't miss his penalty, that's been nice. I feel like I'm. Well, I know I am. This dude's 22 and 5. It's crazy that there's just one dude in these Halo lobbies every time that just murders everybody. It keeps it like.
What a shot!
Just keeps beating the fuck out of everybody.
Enemy team nearing victory.
He hasn't missed a penalty? I'm talking about Mbappe. Mbappe missed one the other day.
Power items on the field.
You're talking about Kane. I'm talking about Mbappe.
Closing in.
They'll be feeling that one tomorrow.
expected to... Isn't the script messy? Seems like this shit rigged, even if it is Argentina. Seem like they wrote. No, I don't think it's rigged. You surprised Messi shot on target minus 400? I am not. Do you think the refs had any effect on that penalty? If you're talking about the Mbappe one, I don't think the refs did. Well, like maybe like I thought the amount of time he had to wait, and then the guy was like, the ref's like, yeah, set him up, it's a penalty, and then he had to wait like 3 minutes for it. I think that's what messed it up. Not the, I don't think it's the ref's fault. Maybe the VAR guy's fault, but. Oh, I don't think it's rigged. Yeah, the amount of time it took him to take the penalty. But yeah, it wasn't a good penalty, for sure. But the more you think, I mean, there's a reason why teams try icing you in the NFL for kicks and stuff. The longer you think about it, more likely you are to fuck it up. But yeah, I don't think any of that's rigged. I don't have too many issues with anything that's happened for Argentina. I thought the goal called back against Egypt wasn't ideal. Like, I think that's a foul, but the way they've been reffing the entire tournament, I didn't think that was a foul, but it was a pretty blatant foul on screen. And then the yellow card for diving was very, very blatant. Made up for himself as he always does? Yes. I can't wait until my fucking appointment next month so I can figure out why the fuck my lungs suck. Gonna be real pissed if Argentina stays 1-up on France for total goals. Oh yeah, they've played an extra 50 minutes and I think they've scored what, 4 goals in that time? Yeah, 4. That sucks. Would you not agree that just about every Argentina game is a bit controversial? Have a good one, Woody. What about the Cape Verde? I don't think the Cape Verde game had anything controversial. Again, they're not controversial to me, and I understand they're controversial if you think they're controversial or whatever else, but nothing that happened in the Switzerland game was controversial to me at all. What do you think about the Switzerland game that was controversial? The yellow card for diving? It's definitely a yellow card. It's a pretty blatant dive. He may win, but I don't think it's a script thing. Well, I don't believe in any of the script stuff in general, so I never believe in that stuff. The reviewing of the dive is insanely rare. They only review it if they gave a yellow card to the other guy. It happened in the Paraguay game at the beginning of the tournament. I don't know if it was the US game or the Australia game, but it happened at the beginning of the tournament with Almiron. And Almiron got booked. And then, didn't he get sent off for it too? But I know he got booked. That situation already happened at this tournament. If you dive and the other player gets a yellow card, they're allowed to go review it.
Never looked so pretty.
He covered his mouth, yeah. That's what the red was for. But yeah, he got the yellow. Go find his yellow. His yellow card was... The fun fact about Almiron as well. But he got his yellow card for... Or someone did. For that exact thing. They gotta do something with basketball? What do you mean, like... Oh, the problem is, in the basketball, you're not going to overturn anything, because there's contact. His first card was ticky-tacky. Who, Embolo? I didn't think his first card was ticky-tacky. He ran right through that guy. And did he not? I didn't have a problem with his yellows. He ran right through that guy, I thought. Yeah, but basketball won't change anything. I think people think that basketball, like, most of, like, 99% of the time in basketball, they flop contact. Like, contact is there. Like, those things are not being overturned. And I know that people think that that stuff will be overturned at some stage, but, like, if you had a flopping rule or whatever, that would change. And nothing would change in the NBA because 99% of those things are contact. Whether it's small, large, doesn't matter. It's contact. And if the ref isn't going to call it, it's on the ref, but they're all contact. Yeah, they do flop a lot in soccer. No, I understand not giving out a yellow for that. I thought Embolo's was a pretty straightforward yellow. Where both of them were pretty straightforward. I understand if you're upset that they didn't give it out before. I get that.
You went right through him.
That's fine. Yeah, that's fair. If you want to call it, if you want to do it that way, that's fair. That is fair. I don't think they've been booked all tournament. That being said, they have a lot of the fucking ball. There haven't been a ton of chances, but I understand. Understand. I don't think we've won a single game today. Is that right? Just a whole lot of losses. Again, the wins don't matter. We just have to play the games, but the wins make it a little bit quicker. The hand covering the mouth thing. Oh. I think they cover the hand during the mouth thing when it's pretty blatant that it's like something gets said otherwise. Like if two players are talking to each other and they're covering their mouth, if they're just talking to each other and it's a regular ass conversation, I don't think that's a thing. But like but Almiron covered his mouth and said something, and that dude immediately went to the ref. And then that also happened with, I forgot who the other guy who got sent off for it in this tournament. Oh, Hincapié. Hincapié was, like, begging to get sent off. Like, he had done it 3 or 4 times, and then they finally gave it. But I think if you're just having, like, a regular conversation with a player and there's nothing nefarious, it's not a problem still.
Busters acquired.
Is that not insanely subjective? Yes. Pretty much everything that gets rep in soccer is insanely subjective, which is kind of annoying. But you are correct, it is very subjective. But as is pretty much everything in terms of reffing soccer. Damn, what a win. Came back and won that. Any soccer game is 10 times worse for flopping than the NBA, which is wild. Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I don't. Flopping is annoying and stuff, but I think it's a little. All that stuff's a little bit overblown. You'll definitely get some, particularly in the World Cup. There are definitely countries, like whole countries, that are, you know, like that and stuff. But otherwise, I don't know. A lot of these are. A lot of them, again, are like the NBA ones. There's contact. Is the difference between if there's contact enough for a foul in soccer. I don't think there's a choice like that in the NBA. But if there's contact enough for a thing, players are going to go down. If the ref, that's a whole lifetime of referees not calling stuff, just like the NBA. Players wouldn't flop in the NBA, quote unquote, if you called contact. And again, I don't think players in the NBA flop, for what it's worth. I think players in the NBA sell calls, but if there's contact, 99% of the time there's contact. And when there's contact, it should just be a foul for the most part. Like contact on shooting. What time is it? 7 or 1:12. Like LeBron. Yeah, LeBron falls over a bit easily for someone his size. Do 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 do.
Fiesta.
Does corruption in professional sports not scare you as a sports bettor? No. You find, like, there are small things here and there, and you're bound to find a player or two, but not enough to. It's so easy to find nowadays. As like, sports books find it like that. You're, like, bound to not find somebody or a whole team, like, fucking your shit up for a long period of time. You have a Cunningham jersey? Don't know that. Yeah, see, I don't believe in the whole money splits. Vegas is doing this stuff. I don't believe in. That I don't believe in. Two fucking shotguns. He's saying, like, if you look at a game that's a betting split, like I imagine France are gonna have a ton of money on them tomorrow because everybody, like, if everybody in here thinks France is gonna win, everybody who's come in here is for the most part thinks France is gonna win, and I imagine that the betting splits, quote unquote, that's like how much money's on each team or whatever is probably going to lean France. And if Spain wins the game, the idea is that Vegas got involved for the money, but there's not enough money being bet on this shit for Vegas to put their entire lives on it. I mean, if Vegas, if that were the idea, the sportsbook was rigging games for like a couple extra $1 million, that, like, Vegas would disappear off the map. God knows how many people would go to jail. God knows how many people would lose jobs. Just regular ass people. Vegas itself would, like, disappear off the map. To advance is safe. Who is this on?
Another one down.
If you bet against the, I think you all think. I think you're thinking of it the wrong way, but like,
Grand slam. Double kill. Triple kill.
people who, like, if you look at it like that, like 99% of people who bet just randomly don't win money, then that would make sense. The betting splits would make sense. It's not more than millions. Like, I think you're misunderstanding. You're not getting enough money out of, like, like FanDuel's not making the money you think they're making on this World Cup. Oh, I fell to my death. Sure, no, I didn't. The money is never as much as you think it is in terms of how much these places are winning. It's just not.
That's an intimidating
Yes, that the idea with the betting split stuff is that if you bet against the public money, if you bet against public money, you are bound to win long term, which is correct because I don't believe it's a rig thing. I believe it's 90% of people who bet suck at betting. It's as simple as that. Yeah, but again, betting on McGregor was dumb from the jump. But McGregor was also a huge dog. Like, plus 250. Plus than 250 implies he only wins the fight 25% of the time. Chances are he wasn't going to win the fight. Did I go to school? I went to high school and then like a year and a half of college. Yeah, Connor is the pull in that fight. Not Max. As good as Max is, Connor is the famous one. I did bet some Max Holloway that day, which was nice. But also, my thing about betting splits was that if it was so real, you'd be a millionaire for betting against it. You'd be rich beyond your wildest imagination, because you would just bet the other side and you'd be winning. Which is not the case. Damn, that guy fucked me up. I went to Central Connecticut State. The Blue Devils. I went for a year and a half. I could have went to UConn, but I mean, I got into UConn, but I chose Central because I didn't know what I wanted to do yet, and it was 20 minutes away. I didn't have to pay for board. And the major thing was I didn't know what I wanted to do yet, so I figured if I was in there taking general and taking it less seriously, maybe not less seriously, but I wasn't like doing the whole college thing. I wouldn't be forcing myself into something I didn't like doing. I just never really found something I wanted to do. Excuse me. So we went for a year and a half. The last half year I spent all my time just hanging out in the cafeteria. And then I got a bill for the semester, and I had to like physically get out of it. You had COVID your freshman year? Oh, that sucks. That blows. COVID messed with a decent amount. Oops. No. So yeah, it was just not for me. And again, I don't care if people go to college. If you know what you're doing, if you know what you want to do, have at it, man. You got England or Argentina? Lean England. What was my degree? I didn't have a degree. I went in general looking because again I wanted to just I just wanted to see if I could find something because I went in not knowing what I wanted to do, and I was hoping maybe a class somewhere along the way. And I just took some general stuff, maybe a class somewhere along the way with like, you know, I'd be interested in, but just never really popped. So there was no degree or nothing at the time. Grab France at plus 400. Gonna be a sweat tomorrow. Nice. We have some. I have a bone. I just shoved all my bonus bets on Spain, France, and England. So I don't particularly care which one of those three wins as long as Argentina doesn't win. I'm in a good spot. But France would make me the. I think England would make me the most money, but France would make me more money than Spain. So I'm rooting for France tomorrow.
Feeling that one tomorrow.
Lost the lead.
Lasered. So we'll see. I lean that way. I am hopeful. If France win tomorrow, I think they win the tournament. If Spain wins tomorrow, I don't know if they win the tournament. That's different. Do you also have the $12 bonus bet on DraftKings, or am I tripping? I have the one. Don't remember if it's from Tailing Me. It's probably for Spain, like Spain scoring goals and stuff, but yeah, I haven't looked. I'll take a look in a minute. But but yeah, if that's what I think that's what it is. How many goals have they scored so far in the knockout rounds? No, it can't be 12, or it can't be 6. They scored 2 on Belgium, 3 on Austria. Oh yeah, they have scored 6. 1 on Portugal. So maybe that's exactly what it is. Again, I haven't. I'm gonna check. I'll check in a sec. But
Gained the lead.
cashed out France future and bet Argentina. I am hopeful that Argentina don't win nothing. That guy one-tapped me there. Oh my foot.
Lost the lead.
S7 sniper here.
Why'd you cash out instead of hedging? Same difference, I think. Or I assume same difference. I assume. But yeah, I gotta cash. We'll see. If I do have those $12 in bonus bets, I'm probably gonna play it on France to advance, just so I get my Spain one back. Perhaps. And if it loses, I can carry my $10 one into the final.
Cinder shot
That should be
inside.
good.
Perfect.
If Argentina makes it to the end, I'm planning on hedging with Messi goal for my France bet. England beats. I do think England win, though. Again, they're very, very tired and they're going through quite a lot. I'd be really surprised to see Argentina beat France, though. I think they're capable of beating Spain, but we'll see. Yeah, again, it depends on how you feel. I think the only controversial thing that's happened with Argentina this entire tournament has been that Egypt goal. And even then, it was pretty blatant foul, if you're just looking at it that way. But there was nothing controversial in the Cape Verde game. There was nothing controversial in the Swiss game. So I guess if you're looking for that stuff, sure.
Beautiful soup.
Double kill. Yard sale.
Got you. Fucking another Jude masterclass. That'd be nice. I don't think there's been a few more. Personally, I don't think that other stuff's been controversial. Is my thing. I don't think any of that stuff. What would be the few more? Mbappe and Kane to score at plus 430. 430. That'd be nice. I have some Mbappe golden boot floating around, so I hope he ends up with that. Oh yeah, I've seen the penalty kick thing. Have seen the penalty kick thing. Poor Kane. Kane is having the best goal scoring season, like the second best goal scoring season of all time, just in general.
Gained the lead. Lost
Fuck.
the lead.
Mbappe isn't even good enough for the MLS. Imagine. God, if Mbappe had the space the MLS gives out on a daily basis, he'd score 90 goals a year. Excuse me.
Lost the lead. Gained the lead.
Mbappe is afraid of Tim Ream.
Nearing victory.
Let's find us some targets.
5 minutes remaining.
It's hard to stay disciplined doing small bets every day. No. Once you get, again, we've been having to be this disciplined all challenge, so we're kind of there now at this point. Might be difficult getting into the discipline, but at this point, no. What am I doing? Appreciate your page. Every once in a while, you remind me how important. Yeah, the bankroll management is important. GZ on 2K. What do you mean GZ on 2K? Can't believe we're living in a world where US is favored over Belgium to win. To be fair, Belgium has been playing really fucking badly. USA did not help themselves, though.
Victory.
Oh, appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, we are up over 2,000. And if France, England, or Spain win the World Cup, we'll be over 2,100 as well. Just need one of them to win the World Cup. That would be huge. Look at us up to level 22. We're getting close. But yeah, thank you. It's been fun. We doubled our bankroll in 9 months, which is pretty clutch. Hopefully we can keep it going. What was I gonna check? Oh, the DraftKings stuff. Heard Tim Reed and Matt Iceman Freeze are not focused. Dialed in on opening day, July 22nd. Ugh. I'm checking right now for the bonus bet. Don't you worry. Yep, that's exactly what we've got. $12 bonus bet. Okay. Did I just do it on Spain to qualify? Or France to qualify? And kind of... Yeah, we have it. I don't know how I want to deal with that. Because, like, we have that $10... I was thinking about hedging out of that $10 Spain play because I don't think they're going to win the tournament. But if I can hedge out of it with a bonus bet like that and... if I can hedge out of it with that and they win and keep it, like I can keep it. For Spain is my lowest one right now. Spain returns like $90 of the 3 teams I have to win the tournament. But if they beat France and I can hedge out of that $10 one, then it gets closer to 135 return for them winning the World Cup. So I might just do that. Fortnite for life for Hawk 2. You think that Holland fella from Norway might have skills to play in the MLS? Guy has potential. He would be like, remember when Zlatan came to the MLS and he was like the best player in the league pretty much off rip? They would be like twice as... He'd be putting in twice the performances Zlatan was putting in. Same skill set, except he has a fucking metric fuck ton of pace. You'll be giving him more space. Boppy. Good old Boppy. Underrated Boppy. There were people who were talking about Mbappe like he was like the worst player on earth just 2 months ago. The discourse around him was fucking bad shit insane. Batshit insane. Same with Jude. But also these tournaments show that when elite footballers get any sort of space whatsoever, they're just impossible to deal with. I can't imagine how like an Mbappe would have fared, like when you see those old clips and stuff. There was so much space back then. An Mbappe in there would have been unbelievable. France finna get back for the 2022. Need you to start making a ban. Yeah, Mbappe scoring and France winning tomorrow would also make me very happy. That would be the ideal outcome. That would be my ideal outcome. An Mbappe hat trick would be my ideal outcome. I need him to win the Golden Boot, so if he could score like 6 tomorrow, that'd be great. In case you're listening, Killian.
Lost the lead. Counter snipe. Game the
Oh,
lead.
thank you, buddy.
Double kill.
An England-France final would be great. An England-Spain final would be great. England getting through against Argentina would make my World Cup a rousing success. You're getting a Tim Ream jersey. Had no clue before this go. Poor good old Tim Ream. Only in the team because there's that few center backs floating around in the United States for whatever reason.
Enemy halfway to victory.
Is live streaming and sports betting all you do, or do you have another job? No, I do not have another job. This pays my bills at the moment. Whether it pays my bills forever is a different question altogether. But for the moment, it pays my bills. Which is nice. Might be top 450 center backs in the world. That's probably the fucking... That's probably the fucking spot, too, which is crazy. Which is... That's just nuts. Dude on our team is 2 and fucking 10, man. Come on.
Spike grenade acquired.
Is the Fort guy... Is this Fortnite guy ass at ball knowledge? Isn't he the GOAT? I have no idea. Fortnite was fun for like the first 30 days it was out. And then when they bought back No Build, it was good for like the first like 6 months that was out. And then they slowly... Blech.
Yard sale.
I can't believe how bad that first shot was. Might be 12.
The lead.
Top 2, but not 2.
Enemy team nearing victory.
Good performance up to his standards. Who? Ream? Ream had a not so good game against Belgium. Up to his standards. Yikes. You're gonna fuck me up there? Whoa, watch it.
Plasma grenades for pain.
I'm so curious how you make your own lines. I'm assuming. Not asking if you give your way secret. Just curious, is mathy or more vibes, or mostly are betting between the books. Yeah, it depends on the sport. Like my NBA stuff is vibes mostly because I think that's like one of the few sports you can kind of get away with being vibey. My NFL stuff is half numbers. My soccer stuff is like 100% numbers these days. So anytime I have numbers for anything, it'll spit out a, it'll spit out a percentage, so I can make a line off the percentage. But yeah, it depends on the sport. I'm trying to get into modeling NHL, but soccer takes up so much of my time. I know you want to bet on Arsenal going back to back. I was thinking about how I felt about the Premier League, and I don't think I want to bet on anybody to win the league. Like, I don't think City are like I think Arsenal are the best team, but it's pretty obvious to me, at least, that all their players are falling apart. Like, Rice needs like 2 months off. Saka needs like 2 months off in terms of just getting them back to health. Like, they seem super exhausted. And I think they're stretching a lot of these players just in general. So I think Arsenal are the best team still. That's not the point, but I think there's a world where like they start off super slow too. And Arsenal chasing points and chasing wins is not exactly the game state they want to be in. So I don't know how I feel about the Premier League title race, really. France is pretty good. The front four are just outrageous. Any fight night picks? No, I don't bet a lot of fighting. Only when I feel like a line is like really off. Like we bet Holloway the other day. Like only when a line is like really bad do I bet fighting. I don't watch or do enough fighting stuff. Yeah, I don't mind Rogers. Rogers is okay, though I think a little bit overrated. I like Bruno. I just don't know if like I don't know if Newcastle are gonna let him go because they just can't seem to pull in anybody. Is my worry about that, but I do like Bruno. I wish Bruno would come to Liverpool, but yeah, we'll see about the winger stuff too. I keep waiting for Barcola to like be up, and I keep waiting for hearing about Barcola, what the plan is for Barcola, but. We'll see. They're going to end up with Jolis, I would imagine. Does that mean Martinelli's moving on, too?
Nothing satisfies like a 3-round.
But I do like Bruno. I think Rodgers is a little bit overrated. I'm not a giant Rodgers guy. You think Barkley is staying? Does anyone have a shot at winning besides the Rams? Yeah, the Rams are really old, so... I think if they drop out or somebody gets hurt or anything like that, I think there's a world where they just don't win. They're the best team on paper. Came from a finance background, making models. Did it twice for March Madness. First year went crazy. This year not as good. So interesting. Thanks for sharing. Yeah, NBA is just vibes. Yeah, I think NBA is like the only sport you can kind of get away with vibe betting because teams don't care every night like every other sport. Page's All-Star Game MVP. Lost Trossard, more than likely staying. If you end up with a winger, well, you're probably going to end up with 2 left wingers if you think you're still going to go for a winger. Like, you're probably going to end up with Jolis. And then if you want another one, then Martinelli would probably want to go for his own sake, I would think. But if you don't end up with Jolis, then yeah, Martinelli won't go anywhere, I don't think. Excuse me. I think Barcola staying. Barcola staying at PSG would be really dumb for him. I mean, he can do. I mean, he can obviously do what he wants, but I think that would be really stupid. I mean, he'll be like. I know he's just not gonna get time. He's just gonna get less time than than he did last year, which is crazy. Liverpool stuff, yeah. I've heard a lot of Liverpool stuff. Mainly because I don't think Liverpool stuff gets out at a very high clip. Like Liverpool, I think are one of the quieter in terms of the rumors stuff. Stuff just kind of pops up, which is I think why, but we'll see. I know they really wanted Diamande, and that didn't happen, and that that felt like Diamande kind of using Liverpool a bit, but we do need somebody on the right. I don't know what they're going to do about the right wing. The problem with right wingers is that there just aren't a ton of really, really good ones floating around. So replacing Salah will be pretty difficult. Yeah, I would like Barcola too. He's so quick. I know his finishing's a little bit whatever, but man, he just gets into so many good spaces. What happened to Ishak? He was just hurt. Like, he spent like the first 6 months getting back up to speed and then broke his ankle. Like, I just think he was hurt. I thought he played really well for Sweden during the World Cup, so I think he'll be all right coming out of there. I really liked Ekatike. Like last year, of the signings we signed last year, I thought Ekatike was really good. He's unfortunately coming off the Achilles thing, so he probably won't be back to his normal self until next season. Not this season, the next season. So we'll see there, but I really like him. I think he's really good. Kirkez was really solid. Second half, Kirkez was really good for the most part. Who else? We need another midfielder. We've needed a defensive midfielder for like 3 years. It's been difficult to find. Where's LeBron going? I have no idea. The most annoying thing about LeBron is that he would carry this shit out forever and ever and ever. The Hornets. Yeah, funky year. Again, we need a defensive midfielder really fucking badly. Really badly. I know Gravenberch. The year we won the league, not last year, the year before, Gravenberch had a really, really fantastic year there, but that is still not his position. It showed a little bit last year. Like, we need... McAllister had a really crappy year. And the fucking annoying thing about Argentinian players, in particular, is that for the World Cup, they're going to be fucking... Like, they're just saving themselves for the World Cup. Like, they could give a fuck about anything else, which makes it even more annoying. So watching him, like, put effort in during the fucking Argentina stuff really pisses me off. So maybe next year he'll put that effort in because there's no more World Cup and there's no more fucking messy Argentina shit you have to save yourself for. So maybe he'll put that fucking effort into the club. Bring back Hendo. I did like Hendo. Henderson got a bad rap. I would really like a Milner back. That'd be fun. Someone like that who you could use him kind of anywhere, but we just need a good defensive midfielder. I think a lot of the defensive midfielder stuff has been, there aren't too many good ones on the market, and I don't think Liverpool are just never a team that stretches its transfer stuff just for the sake of it. Like, there are a lot of teams that are like, we need a DM, and they just buy a DM for the sake of buying a DM, and Liverpool never really do that stuff. But it also, if you go 2 or 3 years without a DM, this is kind of just the shit you deal with. Patriots rookie running back. The Patriots got a rookie running back somewhere? Did they draft one? They did. We are super close to having to start putting our time into the NFL. Again, putting that up today was just fun, but we have to do our... I have to do my things. My previews soon. I have to get all 32 of them out before the season starts. What's the first day of the season? The 7th or 8th of September, probably. Aren't you hyped about Brown? I'm not a Patriots fan, but I don't know. AJ Brown's good. I think AJ Brown is good. I don't think AJ Brown's like super elite anymore. Is kind of my worry. But also, he just takes plays off, so who fucking knows? Are we at 23 yet? No, we won't be at 23 after this game. Did you playing Black Ops 2? No, we're playing Halo. On the gaming channel, we're trying to 100% all the Halo games. So all 917 achievements. Black Ops 2, I saw, what did that get? Did that just get remastered? Is that what it's? I've seen a lot of stuff on that. Only 8 more weeks till the Eagles make me crash out. There you go. I haven't touched an Xbox since college, but I love that shit. Yeah, I used to like that one. NFL Week 1. Do New England and Seattle September 9th. Oh, okay, so we got a little bit more time than I would have thought. So probably closer to 7.5 weeks. That's good. It started to feel like it was closer to 5 for whatever reason. The fuck am I being shot with here? Bills Super Bowl champs. Kurt, do you prefer your women over under 174.5 pounds? I don't know. It depends on what they look like, probably. I like a thick girl, but not like a fat girl. Though my last ex was fat as shit when we started dating. She was a biggin. But I didn't care that much at the time. Now I'm pissed off about it. But yeah, I don't know. I like a thick gal. I don't like them too skinny or muscular. I like a thicker gal. Buffalo Bills. Is the defense gonna work? That killed me. No, we're playing Super Fiesta. I guess that makes sense. Buffalo, why not? I think, again, if the Rams don't win the Super Bowl this year, I think it's pretty open.
They'll be feeling that one tomorrow.
You don't like muscle money? DJ's gonna be nuts. No, I'm not a huge I don't mind if chicks are muscular. I just don't like them when they're like super muscular, if you catch my drift. Just like chicks don't like fat guys. Except the opposite. But yeah, I'm not into super muscular chicks. Dude, every fucking corner I round, Buddy's got something that's gonna fuck me in one go. Who do you actually like for the Super Bowl? Well, Bills is an actual, like... I wanted to... I was, like, trying to find a way to fade the Patriots, just, like, regular season-wise. Because their schedule is so difficult, but... I couldn't really do it with the Bills because their schedule is difficult as well. Losing to Rams in the Super Bowl. Going back-to-back Super Bowls, losing to the NFC West. The Bills did that. They lost those all the year the Bills lost all four of those, or the years that the Bills lost those 4 Super Bowls. They did it to all NFC East teams. Giants won. I forgot which of the Cowboys or the Redskins won too, but. Drake was hurt all last year's run. I don't agree with that. He was definitely hurt at some stage, but he was also definitely really bad. Drake is good. I do like Drake May. But I think they're going to win like 9 games. Again, I thought a lot of what happened last year was very schedule related. And not too much more. What's the over-under? It might be 9.5. I know when it opened at 11, I was waiting for it to open because I thought I could get an under an 11.5, and unfortunately, I was not around when it opened, so I didn't even get it, which sucks. But I think it's 9.5 right now. I think. Don't quote me on that necessarily, but I think. Oh, we can look. What the fuck are we doing? We can look. NFL futures wins. New England. Oh, 10.5 under, 10.5 at minus 140, so almost 9.5. Probably 9.5 other places. That's not DK.
Great aim, Spartan.
Is it the hardest schedule? I mean, it looked like it. I mean, the road schedule was like some of the worst, like some of the most difficult scheduling I've ever seen in terms of just one season on, or just one season on the road. Really difficult. That's one of those, like, it's one of those things where like you could be a whole 3 points better than you were last year, and you're probably not winning as many games. But I'm probably gonna bet some under 10.5. Again, the schedule's brutal. I mean, 10 and 7 is pretty straightforward. Patriots start the season at the away schedule is at Seattle, at Jacksonville, at Buffalo, at Chicago, at Miami, at the Chargers, at the Chiefs, at the Jets. 3 of the first 4 games are on the road. At Seattle, Pitt at home, at Jacksonville, at Buffalo. Like, if you start 1-3, like, is it even that bad? Las Vegas, Jets, you should beat. Miami. Then you get Green Bay and Detroit in there. Like, the home schedule's not easy either. Pitt, Green Bay, Detroit, Buffalo, Minnesota, Denver. It's just tough. Yeah, so if you can win 5 in the division, then even if you won 5 in the division, you would need to win 6, or you would need to win, you would need to win 6 of at Seattle, Pitt at home, at Jacksonville, at Buffalo, Raiders at home, at Chicago, Green Bay, Detroit, at the Chargers, Minnesota, at the Chiefs, Denver. Like, you would still have to win 6 of those to get over if you go 5-1 in the division. It's just a lot. Get under 11.5 for minus 255. Not lying that, but actually fucked how Brady was 31-3 with the Bill. I know. Some of the Brady stuff is funny. What was the Brady thing I heard the other day? Now, Brady has more wins since 2020 than the Jets do. And not even by a little, by like 9. I think he has 9 more wins than the Jets do since 2020. Which means he could hold on to that till 20, like for 2 more seasons maybe. If the Jets continue to just be shit, like if they win 4 games and 4 games over the next 2 seasons, I can't, like, we're being 28 to 2029 season and he'd still have that. That's funny. That is funny. Alright, this is going to be my last game and then I gotta bounce. I have to do a couple more things before I go to sleep.
Let's be the best little slayer we can be.
Gained the lead.
The Brady stuff? Yeah, no, it's bad shit.
Lost another one to that sniper.
Thrusters obtained.
Tango's closing in.
No. Get that kill.
Lost the lead.
Menace with that scope.
Where'd you come from? Excited to do the NFL stuff. Oh. Got you. How have my Joe Flacco College Delaware cards still holding on? Oh, have they? I have no idea. You've got Delaware cards for good old Joe Flacco. Good old Joey. That was with him when him and Eli were winning Super Bowls. It was like, is Flacco elite? Can't spell elite without Eli. There were some funny little things going on. There's a guy directly above me. Two guys directly above me. Have his Browns jersey now during that little run. Oh yeah. I don't have any NFL jerseys, I don't think. I've never been an NFL jersey guy. I got a bunch of soccer jerseys, but I don't know. I don't particularly like how they wear just in general. I know they're not obviously built for... They're obviously not built for, like, not for wearing without shoulder pads and shit. I just never quite found them to be that great looking. But I do have a bunch of soccer jerseys. Tim Ream? No Tim Ream. I'm not a USA guy, so no Tim Ream. No Timmy. Do I have any American players? I have a Real Salt Lake jersey. When I was doing FIFA YouTube, I would buy the jersey of the team I was doing, and I did a Real Salt Lake in there one. So I have a Real Salt Lake jersey floating around. But he's still chilling in there. I don't even... Where does Tim Ream actually play his regular soccer at?
Enemy Spartan has active camo. Down there.
Matt Freeze? Fucking Matt. Man, the goalkeeper situation was so bad. Going into the tournament, it was pretty bad. For it to play out that way is, you know. Fuck. Good old Tim. Good old Freeze. I mean, that goal, Jesus, remains ridiculous. He survived that shit? What the fuck? I'm 3-9. What the fuck was that? 3-10. Bobby Easy will make the MLS if he wins it all. Good old Mbaps. Good old Mbappe. Mbappe. Shit. Did not realize you can get through there. Get my ass kicked. I do hate this fucking map. Oh, fucker had to have that. Have a good one, Flanagan. I am going to jump off after this game ends, which is very soon. Messi's the script. God, that would really suck. That would really suck.
Gained the lead.
Spartan down.
Lost the lead.
Another one.
That was dumb of me. That was dumb of me. Rockets. Perhaps. A late flurry.
Spartan down.
Just hold on for a sec, boys.
Defeat.
Never mind. There it is. There it is. I played really bad with it. But that's alright. Again, it doesn't matter if we win or lose on these. We just got to get to level 30. Okay. Where are we here? Level 23. So there it is. Alright, guys. That is the end. I love you guys. I will be back on tomorrow. Same time, same place. Hopefully, again, we're rooting for France. Hopefully they get through. You going to get the remastered Halo when it drops? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I will. I am excited. I am excited. All right. Time to go. It's 2:15. I have to do a couple things before the day ends. And I love you guys. And I will see you tomorrow. Same time.